Hello students, welcome back to my channel Tech Teacher Shruti. In this video we are going to see that is Unit 3 JDBC Java Database Connection. First we will see the introduction about JDBC, why we will use JDBC in Java. JDBC or a Java Database Connectivity is a specification from Sun Microsystems that provides a standard abstraction. It means API or a protocol for Java applications to communicate with the various databases. It provides the language with the Java database connectivity standard, and it is used to write the programs required to access the databases. JDBC along with the database driver is capable of accessing a databases and spreadsheets like a Microsoft Access and all. The enterprise data stored in a relational database can be accessed with the help of JDBC APIs. Okay. Next, we will see what is Java and JDBC, how those are interrelated. JDBC is an API, that is application programming interface, which is used in a Java programming to interact with the databases. The classes and interfaces of JDBC allows applications to send requests made by the users to the specified database. Enterprise applications that are created using a Java EE technology, that is Enterprise Edition technology, need to interact with the databases to store the application specific information. So, interacting with the database requires efficient database connectivity, which can be achieved by using a ODBC, that is Open Database Connectivity Driver. This driver is used with the JDBC to interact or communicate with the various kinds of databases such as Oracle, MS Access, MySQL and SQL Server databases. JDBC helps us to write the Java applications that can manage these three programming activity. The first one is a connect to the data source like a database, send queries and update the statements to the database. It retrieves and processes the results received from the database in answer to your query. JDBC is a platform independent interface between relational database and Java applications. Next we will see what is JDBC and ODBC. What is the difference between this JDBC and ODBC? JDBC and ODBC both are APIs which are used to communicate with the databases. Okay, see, this is the JDBC architecture. Client application in Java will be there, JDBC driver will be there, and databases are there. But some databases require ODBC driver, although we have a JDBC driver. Okay, so we are using a ODBC driver for a MS SQL. But in ODBC architecture, client application will be there in any language, and we can use a ODBC driver and we can directly access the data from the databases. And these both are the APIs, that is application programming interfaces, that helps us to, or that help the applications on the client side to access the database on a server side. The RDBMS, that is Relational Database Management System vendors, provide ODBC or JDBC drivers so that their databases can be accessed by the applications on a client side. The point that fundamentally differentiates JDBC and ODBC is that JDBC is a language dependent, means we use this JDBC driver only in a Java, and it is a Java specific, whereas ODBC is a language independent. Okay, and next we will see what the exact difference between this JDBC and ODBC. First, basic comparison we are doing here. JDBC is a language and platform dependent. It means I only we use this JDBC with the Java. ODBC is a language and platform independent. JDBC means Java database connectivity, open database connectivity. In JDBC code is very easy to understand, but in ODBC the code will be the complex one. JDBC is a standard interface between any Java application and different databases. The function of this JDBC is to help the Java based application to access the different types of databases, and ODBC helps an application to access the data from the database. An application written in any language can be used ODBC to access the different types of databases, and hence it is said to be language and platform independent. JDBC is very simple and easy to run, but ODBC is complex and it is hard to learn. Why? Because the code is complex here. Next we will see JDBC driver model. Okay, the figure what you are seeing now, that JDBC connectivity model means by using a JDBC API the Java application can connect with the databases with the help of JDBC driver. JDBC API is required, it is the main component in a driver model, and Java application will make use of JDBC driver to communicate with the databases. It acts as a connection between Java application and databases, and it is compulsorily required to access the data from the database. Okay, in database we will store the information, application specific information. Whenever the client side the application specific information is needed by the client, it can communicate with the JDBC driver and it can access the data from the database. Next is JDBC driver model. Okay, this is the JDBC architecture also we can call this. Here Java application will be there, that is Java API or JDBC API will be there. Next Java driver manager will be there. Okay, driver manager will be there. This, with the help of this driver manager, we can communicate with the different JDBC drivers corresponding to the respective databases. Okay, for each database the JDBC driver is required. Java application is a set of Java program that runs standalone in a client side or server side. JDBC API provides classes and interface to connect or communicate with the Java application with the databases. And the JDBC driver manager, this is the class we can call here. Okay, this is the class which manages the list of JDBC drivers. It manages list of JDBC drivers and it ensures that correct driver is used to access the each data source. For example, if we are accessing a Oracle, then driver manager will connect to this JDBC driver. Okay, the Oracle database we are accessing means it should connect to this JDBC driver. Okay, with the help of this driver manager we can make this correct connection with the Oracle database. Okay, to choose the correct JDBC driver, the driver manager will help. Okay, this is the JDBC driver model. Next we will see the JDBC driver types. JDBC drivers are a client side adapters we can call, or a connectors that convert requests from Java programs to a protocol that the DBMS can understand. What it will do? It will convert the request from Java programs to the protocol that the DBMS can understand. Means Java programs. Okay, what are the Java programs are there? No, the JDBC will not understand, or a DBMS will not understand those Java programs. We need to convert that into a SQL statements. Then only the DBMS can understand. Okay, these drivers helps us to make that conversion. There are 4 types of JDBC drivers. The first one is type 1 driver or a JDBC ODBC bridge driver, type 2 driver or a native API driver, type 3 driver or a network protocol driver, type 4 driver or a database protocol. First we will see type 1 driver or a JDBC ODBC bridge driver. This driver uses ODBC driver to connect to the databases. The JDBC ODBC bridge driver converts JDBC method calls into ODBC function calls. This is now discouraged because of thin driver, and Oracle does not support this JDBC ODBC bridge driver from the Java 8. Next, what are the advantages of this type 1 driver? It allows us to communicate with all databases supported by the ODBC driver. It is a vendor independent driver. Vendor is nothing but which database we are using, like Oracle, MySQL. Okay, it is independent driver, easy to use. It can be easily connected to the any databases. But some disadvantages also there, that is performance is degraded because JDBC method calls is converted into ODBC function calls. It takes more time and it becomes complex also, and the ODBC driver needs to be installed on the client machine. Next is type 2 driver or a native API driver. JDBC API calls converted into native API calls, that is platform specific codes which are understood by the particular databases, and these drivers are typically provided by the database vendors and used in the same manner as type 1 driver. Native code driver are usually written in C and C++. The vendor specific driver must be installed on the client machine. Okay, like for example Oracle OCI driver, WebLogic OCI driver, and type 2 for CBase. Okay, next, and these type 2 drivers is suitable to use with the server side applications also. What is the advantages of this is, it is a faster than type 1 driver, but it has many disadvantages. This driver is a platform dependent, and this driver supports all the Java applications except applets, but for some extent we need applets to create some web applications. It may increase cost of the application if it needs to run different platform, and it is mostly obsolete now, means no longer produced or used. It means it is out of date now. We will not use these type of drivers. Next is type 3 driver or a network protocol driver. This driver uses the middleware, that is a application server that converts the JDBC calls directly or indirectly into vendor specific database protocols, and it is fully written in a Java. Here all the database connectivity drivers are present in a single server, hence no need of individual client side installation. For example, WebLogic RMI driver. Okay, it converts JDBC calls directly or indirectly into vendor specific databases. So it is need not to install in every databases or in every machines. Okay, and it is fully written in a Java. What is the advantages of this is, they are portable drivers and no client side library is required. But it has disadvantages, that is compared to type 2 drivers, type 3 drivers are very slow due to increased number of network calls in these type of drivers. and it requires database specific coding to be done in the middle tier, that is at application server. Next is type 4 server, that is type 4 driver or a database protocol. This driver interact directly with the databases and it is fully written in a Java language and it does not require any native database library. That is why it is also known as a thin driver. And what is the advantages of this is these type of drivers are portable drivers. And disadvantages is this driver uses database specific protocol and it is a DBMS vendor dependent. Suppose we are using a Oracle, means we need to use Oracle database specific protocols. Okay, means in that language we have to write the code to communicate with that DBMS. Thank you.